Hello, branch managers. Todd Screamer here, talking to you about the product section, giving you an overview of the product section and the three things that I want you to think about as you go through this chapter. So when you think about products, I was raised in a world where the owner said, Todd, when a client comes into you, you should be able to give them the best product that's in their best interest. And I really bought into that, and I always have. So Summit has a vast array of products, and sometimes, honestly, guys, I wonder if we should have less products because it can get very overwhelming. But at the end of the day, I still believe that when that person comes in for a home loan, if they need a CHDAP or they need a 203K or they need a renovation loan, that we should be able to have that product so that they can really do what's in the best interest of the not the company but the borrower. That's who we're here to serve. So in the product section, really three things I want you to focus on. One is the vastness of our intranet. So the intranet has every single product matrix, every single Fannie Freddie guideline, all that stuff. It has tutorials on how to put together deals. It's got videos on how to do a 203K. The intranet side is something that is really underused in Summit, and the loan officers and the branch managers really just need to embrace this. You're the leader. If you know where all that stuff is, so will they. And so just really embracing that tool that continues to develop in Summit. The second thing is really paying attention to builder stuff. You know, about 20% of all home loans that are purchases are done by a home builder. And so we want to specialize in that because there's not a lot of mortgage companies that are organized or work in teams like us that can dominate the builder arena. So you see us putting a lot of whether it's products or the whole builder division, we put a lot of emphasis on that because there's a ton of purchase business there. And so that's just something I just want you to know when it comes to products where long-term locks and things like that, we put a lot of emphasis on home builders, obviously realtors as well, but the realtor side of it's more having the vast array of first-time homebuyer programs and 203Ks and special programs like that, you know, jumbos. Builders a little bit different. So I just want you to pay attention to that whole, if you have builders in your area and that's part of your business or part that you want to develop, you got to know that stuff. The third thing is the power of being a seller servicer. So I bring this up because I have told underwriting and risk that we will service any loan at any time in order to make a deal happen. And so what happens in our arena is you've got all these products, and unless it's a specialty program like a jumbo loan that can only go to Chase, for example, you know, all those products are just, when they underwrite the loan, they check a box on whether we need to service that loan or not. And then when we go to bundle those loans, the capital markets knows where to bundle the loans. And then we make a decision on how much money we want to invest in servicing. But at the minimum, we always service the loans that are there to get a deal done. A lot of people don't realize this, but there's only about 80 true seller servicers for government loans and about 120, 130 for Fannie and Freddie. So there's not a lot of mortgage banks out there that they might have their approvals, but they don't actually service. So because they don't actually service, they can't do a lot of the products. I was in a loan committee yesterday. I got all excited because I got to go to a loan committee. I haven't been for several months. And we made a business decision on doing this really tough, crazy FHA loan. And we couldn't have, I mean, if we were, there's about 100 loans a month. If we weren't a seller servicer, we couldn't do them. I think it was last year, I don't know the stat for this year, but it was about 27 or 26% of the loans that we did, we can't sell. You know, so we choose to service them because we want to offer you the most products possible. And so that's just something, as you go through all this, I want you to understand that our product set is literally probably the most aggressive of any company I've ever seen. There might be someone more aggressive out there, but I don't know how they would do it because we're direct with everybody you can be direct with. We've got the best warehouse lines, the best outlets, the best everything and we scour the earth trying to find all those things. So those are the three things that I want you to think about when it comes to products. Products is one of the things that we do the best, and we've worked for years on that, for 20 years. So I think you'll be super impressed. But get to know all these things, get to know all these modules, and dive into them so that as a branch leader, you've got all the arsenal to go kick butt. Thanks, guys.